Welcome back to Grow Joyfully Home and Garden. It's very overcast, as you can see, and it's so muggy. I wish it would be nice and cool. It's cooler than maybe it normally would be because of the cloud cover, but it's very, very muggy or humid, however you want to say it. I do want to show you a few things in this garden. I have some, I think these are yellow wax beans. I'm not completely sure. I have to get down and look at the tag. They're starting to come on, and the beans look really, really good, really healthy. So we're going to have a nice bean crop. I have some that are growing up the cattle panel, which is what I wanted. And I am just stunned and amazed at the persistence and health of the morning glory. Take a look at this. It's just so lush and succulent. And honestly, naughty. Oh boy. I had just planted dill and basil, and now it's just being taken over by morning glory. This is where I want to have my herb bed. These are perennials, parsley and sage, but not basil or dill. So I was thinking I should cover it over with some weed fabric during the winter to see if I could kill out some of this stuff. But if I did that, these would be killed, so I will just do it on this part. Meanwhile, the chamomile's ready, and I really must get it harvested, but I also have to get out to the pasture garden and get my raspberries picked. I have feverfew that's ready. I have oregano that's ready. Yikes, I really need some help. But that's okay. We do what we can, right? So yeah, I just wanted to check in and show you all this. The mess, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Things are growing. My determinate tomatoes are getting bigger and stronger, but haven't set any fruit yet. I have a few of the cherry tomatoes, one there, and yeah, they've set a little bit of fruit. So things are coming along slowly, but they are coming along. I decided to pull up the Clancy potatoes because they look like they were ready, falling over, yellowing, not looking very well. Here's their stems and leaves. And of course they did not produce well again this year, but we are still going to take those, scrub them off, boil them till they're soft, and eat them with butter. And then we'll throw in these carrots for good measure. Even if it's a tiny bit that you get out of your garden, things still taste incredible, and it's worth it. I have some carrots that are ready. I think I might pull out a few for dinner and then thin these out so they can get bigger. Now, do you see, this is what we mean by wishing that we had our hands in the dirt. My hands are now in the dirt, and it just, forgive the pun, but it's very grounding, and it's a wonderful thing to do. So if I thin these carrots, then the ones that are left can have more room to grow. Take out a few of the terrible weeds that are in there. I just don't seem to have the time to do all this. Just trying to get all the berries picked and taken care of. Cover those guys back up. We have some ground cherries that are still trying to come up. Look down here. See if we have any big carrots. Not too big, but still I might pull up one or two just to give them room. So that is not a bad little harvest for tonight's dinner for 3 of us. I'm also growing some onions, if you can see here. These got pulled up a little bit when I was pulling up the carrots and the Clancy potato volunteers. But ooh, there's a wasp. Here's one here that's big enough that I could pull out and use with the potatoes and carrots. That is going to be a wonderful meal. I love to film bees in my flowers. I don't know why. They're so cute. My daughter is obsessed with bees, and she's brave enough to pick them up. Bumblebees and different things. And I don't you do that. It's gonna sting you. But so far they haven't stung her. She's like the bee whisperer. I've never grown onions from seed before. I've tried many times. I've got them probably up to about 3 or 4 inches, transplanted them, and nothing went well. But these guys I put directly in the ground, and they may be a little bit thin and fragile, but they're growing. And when I put them with the rest of this meal, it's going to be wonderful. Hummingbird sighting. It's a little female. She's so pretty. The male hummingbirds are quite aggressive. They really try to keep the females away from the feeder. But this little girl is getting all that she needs. Now she's in the back part. See her little tail? Oh, sitting on part of the cattle panel. Oh, phew. Enjoying that breakfast and looking around for any danger. What a little sweetheart. I need to be so much better about writing down when I've planted other things other than my tomatoes. Yes, I know my tomatoes are the holy grail. I put a lot of time and attention into them. But if I was to have written down when these beans were planted, looked on the back of the package for days to maturity, I would have seen that these guys are ready. There's already some on there that are too far gone. But I will pick them so that the plant doesn't think that it's finished growing and start converting the older ones into seed and stop growing. So I just need to be more aware of that. Keep that in my cute little green garden notebook and be aware of when they are ready to harvest. And I've got some beautiful ones that are going to go with this delicious dinner that we're going to have tonight. Potatoes, carrots, onions, and green beans. This one is too mature. I guess I could let it set on the counter in the greenhouse to see if the pod would dry up and the seeds would be sufficient to use to grow next year. Or I can put it in the compost or feed it to my chickens. Yeah, there's a lot of things you can do with this, not just throw it away. But these are too mature for me, in my mind. When they're young like this, they will cook up so nice. And you can wash them, take off both ends. If they have strings, remove the strings. You can steam them in some water. You can bake them in the oven with some Parmesan cheese and olive oil. It's really good that way too. Lots of good ways to use green beans. I'm going to harvest this chamomile. Of course, I'm late getting at it, so not all the petals are there. I know I'm not bleeding. That's from marionberries and blackberries. Just felt a little bit of rain on my head, but we need it, so I will not complain. But I'm just going to sit here and pop these little things off. I saw a tool, probably on Facebook or YouTube, where you just scoop it like this and it has teeth that pull off these little heads. I'd really like to get one of those. Would make harvesting much easier. So after I harvest these, I think I'm going to pull out the rest of it and replant some chamomile so I can get some more before, I'm not even going to say the word, before it gets too far along in the season. How about that? Okay, I'm officially disgusted. We used to never have slugs this big here, ever. And now, I'm just thinking they must come from all the different parts of the world, or at least the United States, where things are shipped in off of people's boats, cars, the plants they bring, whatever. There's a bunch of these. They have these in BC, Canada, but wow. Not down here in old, dry, central Idaho. Absolutely disgusting. Okay, where's the salt shaker? My daughter and son helped me put up this shade canopy over the raspberries so I can pick easier. The heat's just a killer. We've got water going on everything, doing the best we can. But if you can't beat them, join them. And this is how we figured out how to join them. Well, this is the next day. And the weather is quite different. It's very overcast, very windy, and it's quite cool right now. And I absolutely love this. It was so hot yesterday. As you can see, that blue canopy out there, my son and daughter helped me put that over the raspberries so I could pick raspberries for 3 hours. It's the only way I could do that because it was so hot. So today I'm going to work on tidying this poor garden, tying things up, fertilizing, picking up the weeds over there, cutting back the flowers if they're dead, deadheading, trying to get the grapes under control. I'm just going to spend time here, especially with this cooler weather. It's so wonderful. What a blessing. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, that you get a lot done. Thanks for stopping in today and seeing what I'm up to. I like to watch your videos and see what you're up to, what you're getting done in your garden, what's frustrating. It seems like so many of you, especially Gypsy and Heather, you fight deer constantly, and that must be frustrating. We do have deer around here, but I don't know if it's because of people's dogs or because the houses are closer or whatever, but we don't have that problem, which I am very grateful for. So you have my sympathy and my concern. Just keep putting up your tall fences. That's the only thing I know that you can do that will absolutely take care of it. My brother up in the mountains has put up an 8-foot fence around his main garden. That way they don't come in and eat the tomatoes, the zucchinis, what have you. So I hope this works for you and that you can afford that, because fencing is very expensive. Keep trying to do what you can do and work with what you have, and do not give up gardening. It's the best thing for your heart, mind, and soul. You have a great day, and we will see you on the next video. Stay cool.